The aftermath of the tumultuous reign was palpable in the air. Emperor Maerys Qoherys had managed to bring a semblance of peace to the lands, but the whispers and the echoes of war still lingered. The once conquered lands of the free cities, Norvos and Lorath, were now bustling centers of trade and culture under his benevolent rule. Yet the shadows of the past remained, casting long shadows over the gleaming spires and bustling markets. Despite the relative peace that Maerys had brought to New Valyria, whispers of unrest grew in the shadows. Braavos, the mighty city of waterways and wealth, had long been a thorn in the Valyrian side. Its iron bank held the purse strings of the world, and its faceless men whispered in the ears of kings. The council grew restless, eager to expand their empire further, to claim the ultimate prize of Essos. Hello, fellow lords and ladies, commoners, soldiers, merchants, and peasants. Welcome to a new tale from the ashes of old Valyria. Today, our beloved emperor that has taken the mantle of ruling the vast empire that his great-grandfather has built is now facing a problem. He might have conquered and stabilized parts of the realm, but the influence of the Bank of Braavos and the assassins of the Faceless Men are a thorn in the side of the Emperor. The Iron Bank are beginning to have hegemony over the wealth of New Valyria and their lords. So, Maerys has decided to act upon it, not only by trade but also by war. He gathered a council and they discussed what to do with this new problem that arose. His father never had the time to see if this problem is important or not, because he was preoccupied with conquest and subduing of people, trying not to revolt against his rule and to stabilize the future of the empire for the next emperor. Well, now the problem has arose to this new emperor, and he has to act upon it. And he has decreed. The whispers grew into a roar as the lords and generals of the new Valyria gathered in the grand hall of the Triarch's palace. The air was thick with the scent of ambition and the echoes of battles yet to come. Emperor Maerys Qoherys sat upon the throne, his eyes reflecting the flaming torches that lined the walls. He knew that the path to Braavos was fraught with peril, but the allure of wealth and power was too great to resist. "We march for Braavos!" he announced, his voice steady and commanding. The room erupted in a cacophony of cheers and shouts of "Dracarys!" The dragons roared in the distance, sensing the excitement in the air. Maerys' heart raced as he contemplated the challenge ahead, the whispers now a deafening chant in his mind. So the emperor decreed that we should march on Braavos. The council was eager to hear this, and most of the lords agreed with it. So now the war shall begin. First, we have to declare war upon Braavos to see if they want to fight or if they want to give up. After all, it's their own choices. We should raise our troops from our domains, mostly all volantes, because Emperor Maerys has gave North Valyria and the island of Essos to his son Agon II of North Valyria. And yeah, let's see if the so he decides to fight. No problem that. I respect people that are not cowards. We should march towards the north and towards Braavos. And we should lead this attack. We should forge a bloodline. Even though Emperor Maerys has a lot of bloodlines from his father. Blood of the Chimera, Dragon Rider blood, and blood of the dragon. And also blood of Emperor Valar the Unfaithful. He had a lot of bastard sons. Anyway, I see that Tyrosh is attacked by the Ironborns, and they are a problem. Overall, the realm is at peace, even though there are some dangerous factions. Oh no, the dangerous faction is the Crown Loyalists, right? Yeah, I think so. Crown Loyalists are everywhere because Emperor Maerys have stabilized the realm and gave gifts and titles to the lords, and they began to love him. And this is even more than the previous emperor. And because of that, a daughter was born to Emperor Maerys of New Valyria and Empress Rhaenyra of New Valyria, named Visera. I can agree with that. We have a long march towards the north. We are not going to use any boats. I think we cannot summon. Oh, we can summon. Oh my goodness, look at this massive fleet of 3k ships from our vassals, almost 3k. And we can also raise vassals levies. I don't know why the mechanic. Okay, never mind. Let's move towards the north, and okay. Apparently, if you try to go throughout the groin, you can't. You still have the curse there. You know, the curse of the grayscale. We have a lot of Dragon Lords around, and we can do a lot of things with them. But we don't need them. I'm quietly a good rider. We have a strong dragon, Vhagar, and also we are good in martial. Emperor Maerys is good in martial. But we still have to go towards the north, and we are gonna recruit the army of Pentos to help us. and also the army of the Roinar. Basically, the kingdom of the realm of House Valyria, the kingdom of the Roinar. Even though he is not a Roinar, he still has its own kingdom. My great-grandfather, the great-grandfather of Emperor Maerys, has gave it to the Valyria because he didn't want to destroy their house. We should make. I cannot demand. Very well, should be merciful. Devon, hello man. Oh, okay. The new Storm King, I think. Okay, that's interesting. We have a new Storm King here in Westeros, and is our beloved Dragonlord House Targaryen. These are intriguing developments, which must be kept. Okay, they are beginning to conquer the lands of our vassals, but we are gonna conquer them back. 32k troops are coming for them towards East Andalos, and we will destroy them into the East Andalos from the Hugor Vale. 50 gold. The Battle of East Andalos.
Eyes front, no flinching. Draw swords, men, and pray to God.
Commencing. Good for him. He the seahorse. Oh, this guy is a bastard of Velaryon. He the seahorse. Interesting. And now he has a dragon. I think so. Yes, Sparkle. That's a good name. We defeated them. Area is pregnant, and my kinsman has died. The commander of the Black Wall, it seems to. The Qoherys family will be invited. It's just a minor lord. Emperor Maerys and the House Qoherys as a whole has 60 living members. All that came from this man, Emperor Valar the Dragon. And then we have Valerian the Handsome, we have Aegon the Brute, and Maerys. And Maerys currently does not have any nicknames. Right now we are going to attack the second Braavos army. And lavish. Morosh. Oh, okay. Morosh has conquered this title here. Dolakia. The Lucky are back into power, I see. At one point they faded from as a dynasty, but they are back now. Polyus has arrived at all Volantis, and it is now time to start the feasting to celebrate the life of Maerys Qoherys. Yeah, you still don't have time. Let's reconquer the forts here. And then we will strike directly to Braavos itself. They are going, and I think they will retreat towards Braavos. And we will try to attack Braavos with our dragons. I think so, we shall see. Or we will siege it as we should do it. Oh, we catch them. We caught them. Nice. Let's reconquer our lands here. Okay. Let's go towards Andalos. Towards Braavos, sorry. We are in Andalos, actually. And so it's done. And Simela died of bloody flux. She was a woman who was remembered as being a humble knight. Well, I don't think she was a knight, but, well, I'm sorry for her. Oh, 201. Should attack you for that. Our dragons should rain fire upon your pitiful islands. Another battle. A new son was born. And it's called Vaymond. Good for him. Let's train him. No, I'll not offer you anything. Let's deploy the dragon. The Battle of Ironport. And we imprisoned someone. Let's release you. Oh, lol. Okay, we got him back, actually. Never mind, let's go back to their capital. And see what's about it. I'll have the first night, I guess. At least a Celtigar that has the dragon Terrax. And we have Rhaenyra, Empress Rhaenyra, that has the dragon Artaxis. We should wait. I don't want to destroy Braavos with our dragons. And we should wait. King Narbo of Qohor has formed an alliance with Lord Paramount Lorono the Treacherous of Norvos. Of course, the enemy have reached back. Well, for this we will deploy the dragon, and I shall say Dracarys. Okay. This didn't do much, you see. Sir Gormon. Sir Gormon is no longer commander. No. Sir Gormon is our Imperial General, bodyguard, and captain of the household guard. He's a knight, and he's dedicated to a warrior. He also has a lot of martial skill, so we'll keep him. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Well, let's summon the army from Norvos and try to stop this little man from conquering our weakened fortress on the Braavosi border. Custom dowry. I don't want to spend to use a lot of money. And Targaryens are now ruling the Stormlands, and that's interesting to see. I didn't expect them to do that much. Mostly they sit on this area and just do nothing, but because of their powerful dragons. Soon enough we will conquer Braavos. It is hard because it's a well defended area, but we shall prevail. The Battle of Perilos. And we won. Let's reconquer our castles and cities. They brought some troops, I see. Army of Captain Rano. Ozalgon falls in love with Selhoron. Okay, let's go and unsiege everything, and take back our rightful lands. Braavos is a home to the Iron Bank of Braavos, and during your sacking of the city, your men have located some of the bank's vaults. All the coin and gold found there is promptly taken out and loaded into carts, ready to be taken back to Old Volantis. A fine haul, I say. Your Imperial Majesty, we have taken Braavos, but High Munsinger Harlirio Antarion is not here. During the siege of Braavos, the enemy Braavosi fleet led by High Munsinger Harlirio's flagship Glory did battle with our fleet. Our forces prevailed in this great sea battle, sinking many enemy ships, including the High Moonsinger Valyria. A great victory indeed. And the war is over. Who are you? Valar Celtigar. What are you good to do? Oh, you're good in stewardship. I'm gonna keep you. Deathwing. Let's see the people in our prison that are here. Let's ransom them. Nestoris Braavosi. Well, this land will be given to... Can revoke any lands? No. Grant vassalage and you'll get her. I think the Kingdom of Andros should be reborn and gave it to House Maegir. They have established a pretty powerful lordship there. And now look at our beloved new Valyria. How is she looking? Well, during the war that has ended, our beloved emperor has taken a voyage after the war to see the realm. Since he was in Braavos, his army was going on foot back to Old Volantis or Pentos and Norvos. And he got a ship and sailed to Pentos and then to the Mir and then to Tyrosh, Lys, the Stepstones, and the coast of Volantis. But he was thinking what lies in the mysterious continent of Sothoryos, and he wanted to see for himself and find if he can colonize the upper part that is in the vicinity of Gogosos. So his idea was travel by ship with a pretty powerful army, and also he wanted to see the jungles and the temples of Zametar Inn, the old colonies that failed before. Why all Valyria didn't want to go further than Gogosos. So he decided to sail back to a new dragon rider, Prince Valix. Good for him, very good. Let's see, we can marry him. I think we can. We can marry him to Hamina, and she's a western man of Leford. So he disembarked in Zametar with his army and some of the colonies that will take over these colonies, and he will explore the whole northern continent and of course the only openings in the jungles, because the jungles are pretty unexplored and dangerous. As Gogosos has tried to colonize the Basilisk Point and succeeded, he decided to do that also. And the council asked themselves and asked him why he's trying this. In his mind, his first thought was to say that he wants glory and power and a name for himself, not to live in the shadow of his great-grandfather's conquests. So he said to them this. Emperor Maerys stood before his council, his eyes gleaming with the same fiery determination that had fueled his great-grandfather's ambitions. He leaned forward, his hands flat on the ancient map that sprawled across the table. "We colonize Sothoryos," he began, his voice steady and firm. "Because the prophecy calls for it, and because the gods have granted us the power to do so." He gestured to the dragons that perched along the chamber's balconies, their scales gleaming in the torchlight. Emperor Maerys' eyes swept over his council, each member's gaze reflecting varying degrees of skepticism and curiosity. "You speak of prophecies and gods," one of the councillors, a seasoned veteran of many battles, spoke up, his voice a low rumble. "But Sothoryos is a land of pestilence and danger. What makes you believe we can claim it, where others have failed?" The room grew still, the crackle of the torches the only sound as they waited their ruler's response. Maerys stippled his fingers, a small smile playing on his lips. "We have what they did not," he said, gesturing to the dragons above. "The very essence of Valyria's power, born from the fires of our ancestors." The council exchanged glances, some nodding in solemn agreement, others furrowing their brows in doubt. Well, like the counselor said, it's a pestilence and dangerous continent, but Maerys was determined to conquer it and colonize it as much as they can. So they decided to land and colonize the land of Zametar, and furthermore, this will be granted to a family member, and they shall directly control the colony and further expanding it in the future. Okay, let's see. We shall put Agot, Prince Agot, and we should give him lordship of Zametar. We will go towards Yin and colonize it also. A delegation from the Iron Bank of Braavos, led by keyholder Lucere, has arrived in Old Volantis. She is protesting at what she considers illegal looting of the bank, but is offering a peace deal, which she says will satisfy the bank. This would seem fair, except guard sees the woman. I am satisfy you, but not me. Well, it might satisfy you, but not me, keyholder. Next time, it's just one-time payment if you want to. If you don't, that's it. Your Imperial Majesty, I write on behalf of the Iron Bank of Braavos to express our outrage at your plundering of bank assets. The bank is ready to call a truce, however, and would be willing to forgive the gold taken if you transfer Valyrian steel armor into the possession of the bank. I cannot accept this. Seeing the success of Zametar, we will colonize also Yin. Let's see, we can create a title here. Oh, we need you for Zametar also. Okay, I understand that. So we'll go and colonize Gomorosh and Viarash. Vaina Vedar have claimed the dragon. Well, our army and colonists have arrived in, and we are gonna colonize it. Well, most of the northern part were explored. Also, other parties will be sent for Viarash and Gomorosh, and also other parts in the far point in Gorosh, and of course Wyvern Point. We can do this, we can create the Lordship of Gorosh. Let's put vassals here. Temples and cities here. We can create also Zametar and also Gomorosh. And we can also, I think, create Sothoryos as a kingdom. And that's good. The Empire of the Summer Sea. I don't think we can create it. No, we need more. We have 46% of it, so it's good. Let's give Zametar. You're now the leader of Zametar. We will give more lands towards all other people, like the Maerys Qoherys. We'll give Gorosh. Not, I think we will give Ian. Yeah, Bayvilar. Let's rename him and change his. Bayvilar. Let's call him Death Skull, because of where basically his domain in Sothoryos, domain of death, and because he's part of House Qoherys, he got the name of Skull in his coat of arms and the name of the family. Let's find now a skull, and that will be perfect. And I think we should find it at 400, if I'm not wrong. We have 3 skulls. I think that's way more fitting than let's see. I think we missed the skulls somehow. Oh, here it is. I think we can put a, I don't know, black skull. Green. Yes, it's way more fitting. Yeah, it's more fitting. Let's grant him the title of Lordship of Yin including the lower titles. He's now a lord of the jungles, to say so. I think we can give more titles. Balon World Skull. The Master of the West Gate. He'll be given to his son, to Braharo. We're given the Wyvern Point. He's now the Lord of Gorosh. And the title, the kingdom title will be given of Sothoryos, will be given to our kinsman Prince Agot. He's now the king of Sothoryos. Let's make him a Lord Paramount. Okay, I think a revolt against Qohor, another role got. Let's give her education. With you, okay. Anyway, this is where this tale will end. We have achieved much. We have conquered Braavos, and even tried to destroy the bank and looted the bank of Braavos. We have colonized Sothoryos. As you see now, we have the Kingdom of Sothoryos and the Lord Paramount Agot ruling it. Down and in we have the bastard Lord Bayrin, the bastard of Empress Erea, and a slave, I think. Yes, a slave that has died in my dungeons, in the dungeons of Emperor Maerys, and he's now ruling In and the colonies of In and Gomorosh. Death Skull, a new bastard dynasty, and in Wyvern Point we have Lord Braharo, World Skull, that is ruling the lordship of Gorosh from Wyvern Point. In the world, not much has happened. The nomads have split away, and ET is at the civil war. Karth is beginning to have a hegemony in the area. In Westeros, we have the Targaryens conquering the Stormlands, and now they are ruling them. I see that they are attacking Lord Aelin the Gentle, Stormlander Crow's Nest de jure over the Crow's Nest. In the north, I see that they are still strong, but the King Beyond the Wall has conquered the wall, and is trying again to, I think he will try again to attack the Iron Throne. Overall, the Triton is ruled by the Tullys from the Blue Fork. The Mountain and the Vale has not expanded yet. The Reach has expanded, but I think they have a civil war. No, they have a war against Lord Rogar the Holy, against Kraken Hall. Meanwhile, Emery has a civil war and a war to defend against the Reach. Thorn has expanded a little bit, but also lost some land. Overall, the Westeros is in peril with attacks from the wildlings and civil wars, and the Dragonlord, the Targaryen Dragonlords attacking them constantly with the dragons. But they are beginning to look as a menace. They control the trade between Essos and part of Middle and northern Westeros. Till now they were permitted, but now they have become to be more like rivals than friends in trade and dragons. Overall, the empire still stands, the empire is expanding, and the empire is reviving. This was the tale of Ashes of Old Valyria, one of the tale that has been written in the books. So, lords and ladies, commoners, peasants, merchants, and soldiers, this was the tale of the conquest of Braavos and the colonization of Sothoryos, one of the tales from the Ashes of Old Valyria.